jobs will generate more than $35 billion in new personal income over the next 20 years.
That is Governor Gretchen Whitmer touting General Motors' multi-billion-dollar investment just announced for here in Michigan. And it's certainly going to be one of the accomplishments listed tonight during her virtual State of the State address. And ahead of the address, I'm joined by Lieutenant Governor Garlin Gilchrist. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, that GM announcement was huge for Michigan, coming before the State of the State address tonight. Should we expect any other big announcements tonight?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about some great things. And that General Motors investment, I just want to put a finer point on it. It's the largest investment General Motors has ever made. And this is they're going to be building electrified vehicles and batteries here in the state of Michigan. And we're super excited about what that means for the jobs, for the UAW workers, and for our economy and the future of the mobility industry. And so, yes, we're going to talk about that. But the governor is also going to share a broader vision for the state of Michigan and why we believe in the state of Michigan. There's going to be something for everybody in this speech. If you are a person who is currently retired or nearing retirement, we are going to announce a plan to repeal the retirement tax that has been hurting Michigan families for years now, since 2011, when the tax code was rewritten, to break a promise to those who retired. You know, my dad talks about this all the time. He knows his number, $214 a month that he gets hit with. We want to roll that back. It's going to save 500,000 households at least $1,000 a year, and we're super excited about what that means.
Yeah.
But also for working families, we're going to make things less expensive for them too by increasing their working families tax credit so that we can enable people to have a tax refund of about $3,000 to almost 750,000 working people in the state of Michigan. We're going to make insulin more affordable. We're going to make mental health care more available. And we're going to propose a rebate to those who want to buy those electrified vehicles rolling off the assembly line here in Michigan.
That's all great. We're certainly looking forward to hearing more of what the governor has to say tonight. Listen, we were talking earlier in the show about inflation and the cost of grocery prices going up. That's a major concern right now here in the country, let alone our state. Does the governor have any plans to stop prices from creeping up here in Michigan?
But what we're doing is putting money in people's pockets. You know, that retirement tax that's going to lead to an average of $1,000 in people's pockets who are retired. The working families tax credit is going to lead to $3,000 in a year in more people's pockets. Electric vehicle tax rebate is going to make those electrified vehicles at least $2,500 less expensive. And when you add those federal tax credits, it could be $10,000 less expensive to get one of those cars. And insulin's such a huge cost for so many people in Michigan, and we're going to cap the cost of insulin at $50 a month. So these are things that we're going to enable people to save money so they can go forward and live their lives and be healthy.
Well, listen, we want to shift gears a little bit and talk about, we know that you recently battled COVID, and we're glad to see that you're doing well. You're back here talking with us this morning. We also know over the past 2 years, Governor Whitmer has imposed some of the harshest restrictions that we've seen across the country, and we even at points had some of the highest COVID cases in the country. What do you think, if anything, the governor would do over again since these past almost 24 months now?
You know, we've learned so much about this virus, and we're still learning every day as it continues to evolve. And in the beginning of the pandemic, when we didn't know much, we were took the measures we thought were necessary to keep people safe, and we're proud of that and how that saved lives. We're proud of the state of Michigan's actions to address racial disparities during the pandemic in cities like Detroit that were hit especially hard. The Black community, but also Latino community, our Native and Indigenous communities. Michigan led the nation in flattening those disparities. And now we have tools that we didn't have. We have vaccines in the way that we never had vaccines that are safe and they're effective. And it's, you know, part of the reason why my family had such mild cases of COVID-19, because my wife and I are vaccinated and boosted. Our children who are eligible, they are vaccinated. And so we want everyone to continue to make that choice, which is a choice that was not available to us in March and April of 2020. But now that it's here, people need to use it. We also are surging test capacity in a way that we've never surged it before, nationally and here in Michigan. We're surging 300,000 tests to schools all across the state so that they can come in person safely, so kids can be safe, so education professionals can be safe, and so kids like mine who are in Detroit Public Schools can get back to learning safely in person next week.
All right, Lieutenant Governor Garlin Gilchrist, thank you so much for joining me this morning again. Great to see that you are back to full health and back doing the work that you've been doing for the past couple of years now. Thank you so much. Local 4 covering the State of the State address for you live tonight. Our coverage begins at 7 p.m. right here on Local 4 and on clickondetroit.com.